Hey my beautiful Gemini peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at y'all with your mid-August 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope y'all are well. Without further ado, we're going to jump on into it and we're going to see what's going on, baby, for your second half of August. So without further ado, let's see what's going on. What do we got going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming up throughout mid-August 2022. What information do we have in store here, please, for the zodiac signs of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-August 2022? Taking a look here at the first card out, we do have here the Three of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with a Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Excuse me for one moment, please. Thank you very much. So Three of Pentacles. Pretty interesting energy, usually resonates towards collaboration, could be about working on something, could be about working towards something too. You might be collaborating with somebody to meet a common goal. This could be the energy of like, me and my partner want to start working out because we have lots of goals that we want with our bodies. So with that being said, you and a partner could be working out together to meet that common goal. This could be the energy too of like financial growth, especially with those of you that are in relationships or marriages. At this time you might be really focusing on establishing your finances to reach a certain goal of financial stability. So I do see a lot of you guys being pretty goal-oriented and really focusing on completing some sort of goals here this month. And it does seem to me that if there is a sense of collaboration, it's you and another person working towards a like-minded goal together. So that's not bad. I mean, that's good. Planning for the future is what I'm hearing. For those of you in relationships, you could be planning for the future, possibly the future with children. You could be planning right now financially, whatever the case may be. Three of Pentacles, though, I do feel like the overall sense for many of you, though, is financial comfort in mid-August 2022. So you could be opening up a savings account. Maybe you are starting to take out money and you're starting to put it to the side for yourself, whatever it may be. There does seem to be some sort of financial goal in mind that many of you want to meet. Now, having a look here at the next card, the Chariot. Chariot speaks about our future, it speaks about our future path and the path that we're willing to walk on. It is Cancerian energy here too. So right now you're in this period of time where you're planning for your future, the growth of your future, how you want to get from where you are now to where you want to go. Now, the thing about the Ten of Swords coming up next, looking at the next overall energy for you, you have here the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords represents that in order for a new beginning to manifest, in order for you to have this new sense of growth, there does have to be something that needs to be eliminated, right? Ten of Swords is always the energy of like, okay, something has to end in order for something new to begin. So whatever obstacle has kind of been standing in the way of what it is you actually want to accomplish, that's what needs to be eliminated here coming into the second half of your August. So for example, if you've been having a hard time having a positive outlook on your financial situation, if you've been having a hard time accumulating money, you might be recognizing that maybe my attitude towards money or my attitude towards spending or my attitude towards financial abundance hasn't been all that positive. So maybe what needs to be removed here is my limited beliefs. Ten of Swords. Maybe what needs to be removed here has been my negative attitude towards money. Ten of Swords. And as you remove those things that have kind of been blocking you from getting what it is you want, now enforcing a positive mentality brings forth fortune. So do you see what I'm saying? This could also be the energy here too of like right now I'm really working on myself and I'm working towards my happiness, but maybe there's somebody in your life who constantly brings you down. If that's the case, you're recognizing, okay, well, if I'm constantly being brought down by somebody when I'm trying to focus on building and establishing my own happiness and my own comfort and my own love for myself, then maybe I need to remove the person here who is bringing me down in order for me to have this happiness going forward. So whatever needs to be eliminated, you're going to be aware of what that is here for you in your second half of the month, and I see you guys taking action on that. Looking at the last overall energy that's present for you, we do have here the Three of Swords. Three of Swords here could indicate pain, but it also does indicate separation. So Gemini, in order for you to get to this goal that you have set out for yourself coming into mid-August 2022, it's really going to rely on you separating yourself from something that's blocking you from reaching that goal. All right, so that seems to be the overall gist of what's going to be going on here. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's have a look here and see what's going to be going on in Gemini's environment, please, regarding their second half of August. What's going to be happening here in Gemini's surroundings and environment throughout mid-August 2022. Having a look here at the first card out for you, we do have here the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. It is the energy of feeling like you're in lack. So typically with the Five of Pentacles coming up for you, it could feel that you're lacking something, or it could feel like you're left out or left out in the cold. I also do associate, though, the Five of Pentacles with the energy of detachment. So it kind of feels to me like in your environment here, you feel pretty detached from something that you desire. All right, moving on to the next card for you, we do have here the Empress. And then taking a look here at the final two cards for your surroundings and environment, we have the Two of Cups and we have here the Hierophant. Excuse me. So, this is interesting because I'm hearing fake love come up for you. So with the Five of Pentacles to the Empress card, immediately when I saw those two cards paired together, it felt like fake love, Gemini. So maybe there's somebody in your environment here who will tell you that they care about you, they love you so much, they give a crap, but all of their actions say otherwise, you know? It's like somebody will say, I love you, but then with their actions, they treat you like crap. And it's like, it doesn't make sense, you know? It's like you'll sit here and tell me you love me, but then everything you do will be the opposite. And you'll sit here and say that you're committed, Hierophant. You'll sit here and say that you care about me and you want to grow with me and you're not going to walk away or leave me, yet you're not treating me how you should be, right? So that seems to be what's going on here in your surroundings and your environment. It's like you know what you want, you know what you desire, and somebody here is saying, I will give that to you, I will make sure we have that together, but then they do the exact opposite. So that seems to be the problem because you know what you want, but somebody's standing in the way. And that's whomever this is that's in your environment, Gemini. You know, as I've mentioned, keep in mind your environment doesn't have to represent a physical person because this situation can resonate towards a multitude of things. You know, in the beginning of the video, I talked about Three of Pentacles, Chariot, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. You know, this is the energy right now at this time for you, Gemini, where you know what kind of goal you want and you know that you want to complete it, but something's standing in the way. So it doesn't have to be exactly a person that's standing in the way of you attaining your goal. It could be a negative mindset. It could potentially be a person, but it could be yourself. You know, sometimes we can be the people that stand in front of ourselves from getting what it is that we want. So if your environment is representing a person, you'll know that if it resonates to you. If your environment is representing self-deceptive thoughts, then you know that maybe the environment is you. So keep in mind it'll resonate how it resonates to you. You know, Five of Pentacles, Empress, Hierophant, Two of Cups. What this could be saying in a self-deceptive sense would be that you tell yourself you love yourself, you tell yourself you're going to work on yourself, you tell yourself you're going to grow, but then you do the exact opposite. You know, this could be the energy of you saying, I know what I want for myself, I know what I need for growth, and I'll tell myself to do it, but then I don't, you know? So it could be that way as well. So do take it how it resonates to you. Now, having a look here, I want to take a look here and see how you're going to be feeling personally coming throughout the second half of your month. So how are my Geminis going to be feeling on a personal level here, please, throughout the rest of mid-August 2022? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-August 2022. Having a look here at the first card out, we do have the Nine of Swords. So a lot of stress for sure. Definitely some stressful moments occurring here for you. We do have here the Page of Swords, and then taking a look at the last two cards for your personal feelings, we have the Justice card, and we have here the Four of Swords. So Gemini, you know, it's a little interesting because part of you feels like, all right, I can handle everything, I'm balanced, all is well, and then another part of you feels stressed out to pieces, you know? Nine of Swords here to the Page of Swords. You're stressed, but at the same time, it's like, you know you can do something about your situation, you know? I think that what's holding you back right now seems to be the biggest factor that is preventing you from getting to your goal this month. And whether it be a person, whether it be your own negative attitude, whether it be a parent, family member, lover, there is something very clear and precise that's holding you back from whatever goal you're wishing to attain this month. And so long as you don't remove what is holding you back, you are not going to meet the goal that you want to have in your future here with the Chariot, okay? So long as something that's standing in the way remains standing, you are going to remain far away from the goal that you wish to attain. Now, I feel like some of you here are hesitant, though, because you do have here the Page of Swords, you do have here the Nine of Swords. So it's like I'm stressed out, I want to remove whatever's blocking me from my life, but at the same time, it's like I'm hesitant to do so. So let's say we're talking about a person here real quick, Gemini. You might care about whoever this person is, but you might know that they're unhealthy for you. You know, if you're in a period of time where you want to learn to love yourself, but you're around somebody who makes you not feel good about yourself, you know, you're dealing with a person here that's preventing you from being able to have that peace of mind and love who you are. And even if you do so care about that person, it's not doing you any good allowing that individual to still be involved in your life, tearing at you, you know? So I feel here that there's a little bit of hesitation to remove yourself from what you know is holding you back, because at the end of the day, with the Justice card here to the Four of Swords, no matter how much you want to remove yourself from that thing, being, person, whatever it is, there is a part of you that feels like it's hard to do that because I care, you know? So for example, Geminis, let's say there's a person in your environment who puts you down, and you know that you'd be better off without them, it's kind of hard though to still remove yourself from them because you still care about them. You know, we could be talking about a parent, for example, here, right? Do you know how hard it would be to remove a parent from your life? You know, there's definitely going to be moments of time in your lives where you've had good moments with your parents and you've had good times with that parent. And even though they are constantly putting you down and making you feel like shit, and they are really standing in the way from you getting to a point where you can love yourself, it's still incredibly hard to detach from that person because of how much they mean to you. You know, your parent's always going to be your parent, even if they're treating you like shit. You know, and it's a very true and sad situation because this does happen to many people throughout their lives. So as far as it goes here for you, Gemini, it's like, I do want to remove myself from what's holding me back, but there's something about it that's keeping me stuck to it and attached to it, maybe because I care too much about whoever or whatever this is, or maybe because I feel like I just can't break that bond. So that's where the frustration really comes in here for you, Gemini, because there's this part of you that so badly wants to distance yourself, but there's another part of you that feels like you can't. All right, let's go ahead and move on forward. Let's see what you can expect here throughout the rest of your mid-August 2022. So what can my Geminis expect here, please, throughout the rest of their August? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-August 2022. Having a look here at the first card out. We do have here the Hermit. So the Hermit here says, follow your inner wisdom. What does your inner wisdom say? What is your intuition telling you? Moving on to the next card, we got the Temperance. What makes you feel good? What makes you feel balanced? What makes you happy? Where do you think you'll be the most grounded? You know, these are questions to ask yourself coming into the second half of the month. You know, what is your intuition telling you? What do you feel is the right thing for you to do for yourself? What would make you feel happier on an emotional level? Moving on to the next card, we do have here the King of Wands. And then looking at the last card here for you, we do have here the Star card. You know, so Gemini, there's definitely a goal in mind you wish to reach. There's definitely something you want for yourself in your life here this month. But it's really about, I need to start asking myself these questions of like, what do I want? And what do I have to do to get there? And am I willing to do everything I need to do in order to get from point A to point B? You know, this is about having a serious conversation with yourself saying, am I really willing to do everything that I need to do in order to make my goal happen? So with the Temperance card coming in here, the King of Wands, the Star card, and the Hermit, you know, based on what you can expect going forward here throughout the rest of your month, is I definitely feel like you can expect to say, you know what, Hermit card here, I do need to take time to isolate right now from whatever's holding me back. Temperance card, I need to take a look at how I feel while I'm without this thing that was blocking me. King of Wands, throughout this time of being distant and away from whatever was blocking me, I need to work towards the goal that I have. And then with the Star card, you can expect to actually see yourself start to align with that goal. You know, once you do remove yourself from this energy that's been blocking you, you will see results rather quickly here, Gemini, and you will feel no more resistance. You will start to feel like, oh shit, I can see this goal happening. I can see things working in my favor. So Geminis, no matter how hesitant it feels to kind of pull the trigger on whatever is blocking you, whether it be a specific person in your life, whether it be a certain type of habit or a certain type of mindset you need to abandon, whether it be a friend or anybody at all, whoever you feel is standing in the way or whatever you feel is standing in the way from you and what goals you would like to complete and what you would like for yourself in your life, you have to be willing here with the Ten of Swords to remove that person, place, or thing in order to get to your desired goal. All right, so that's what we do have in store here for you regarding your second half of August 2022. I don't feel like there's any more information I can really pull here besides the outcome because the storyline here is pretty much telling the same thing. You know, it's kind of like Gemini, someone's standing in the way of you, and if you don't remove them from your life or if you don't remove that thing from your life, it's like you're not going to get to your goal. So right now, whatever is holding you back needs to be let go of. And that is the only way that you're going to start to be able to move forward and break the barrier of what's been holding you back. Now let's have a look here at the overall outcome. What's going to be the overall outcome here, please, for the zodiacs of Gemini? And we did have two cards falling out, and those two cards are going to be the Ten of Pentacles, and you do have here the Two of Swords. So Gemini, the abundance is yours if you so choose to have it. That's what it really comes down to this month, Gemini. It's like all this abundance can be yours if you so choose to have it, if you so choose to remove yourself from what is limiting you here in mid-August 2022. So it really comes down to you making that choice. Do I stay with something that I know is limiting me, or do I let it all go? And I really do urge Gemini, I do urge you to make that choice on your own discernment and to make your best decision and to do what you feel is personally right. But if you want my advice, I say let go. Let go of whatever is holding you back here. No matter how much of an attachment you may have to it, anything that ever stunts your growth doesn't always make it something that's a good thing, you know? So whether it be a friend who puts you down, a parent, whether it be a partner, whether it be a certain type of negative mindset, whatever is standing in the way of you, whether it's yourself or other people, the more you let that stand in the way, the more unhappy you're going to be that you're not growing and turning into the person and living the life that you desire to be living. So Geminis, don't let anything hold you back. You know, it's your choice at the end of all that, but I think you know you deserve the best. And if you want the best, you have to go ahead, take and claim the best for your life going forward, all right? All right, Geminis, I love you all very much. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Sorry if the read was a bit repetitive. I feel like there were really no other messages coming out here besides this main one. And like I said, everybody's situation is going to vary. For some people, this could be about wanting to work on a goal with a partner, and maybe you have other people that are kind of putting you and your partner down. This could be about wanting to work towards a goal for yourself, but a parent is putting you down, or a parent standing in the way, or friends are standing in the way, or it could even be self-deception for a few of you, where you feel like you're standing in the way of yourself. But if you don't make these changes accordingly and you don't remove what's limiting you, you're going to find yourself continuing to be limited and not reaching the goal that you have set out for yourself here in mid-August 2022. So as long as you remove what's limiting you, you will get to where you need to go. All right, Geminis, I love you very much. Do subscribe here if you are new. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you all in September 2022. Much love, Geminis, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.